Hi, welcome. I'm Beth Packman with the Greater Statesville Chamber of Commerce, and today we have one of our Meet the Candidate interviews. I have Alex Walker, who is running for City Council Ward 5.
Yes, ma'am.
And Alex, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Alex Walker. I'm running for City Council Ward 5. Born and raised right here in Statesville, 40 years now. My wife, beautiful wife, has a salon in downtown, and my daughter's been to school downtown all her life and is at Statesville High now.
All right. Tell us, why are you running for City Council?
It was one of those aha moments. I don't know if everybody's aware, the apartment that is being built is directly across from my office, the first market rate apartment in 25 years.
Okay.
And anytime that happens, we took a trip down to Rock Hill years ago, and to see the explosion of growth when you have upper story residential and market rate apartments, it is absolutely wild. I think that for far too long, we have been chasing development outside of town and then annexing it. And I don't think that's the way that we can keep going and it be sustainable. I think that for us to embrace growth, but do it correctly and embrace our small town feel, I think that's the way we need to go. And so growing up, not out. Again, I think that with upper story residential, that promotes businesses to add to the infrastructure. It creates tax revenue. They also, when you have, what is the new building, the new apartment, 120 units. So at minimum, 120 new people shopping and eating downtown.
Right.
That's excellent for business. And the more vibrant downtown that you have, the more vibrant city you have.
Fantastic. Okay. Well, let's get into the questions, shall
Yes,
we?
ma'am.
All right. So what do you think the city does well from a service provision standpoint, and what are the most glaring needs?
That's a really good question. When I decided to run, I went around and met with some of the city heads. And right now, I truly believe, again, being a downtown resident, that the city police, we have an incredible police department. We have an amazing fire department. I think that we need to concentrate on what we do well and keep that ball rolling. I think that we have, again, our utility services is phenomenal. We have incredible city staff. We've got they're just, the city employees are phenomenal. Okay. A glaring issue, I don't know if this is known to the public. We are running into a sewer issue. It's not a major issue now, okay, but as growth comes, I think that's something we need to concentrate on. Okay. Crime in certain areas, I think that we need to concentrate on what is causing that crime, what is driving that crime. I don't know that it's a police presence issue, but I think that we need to really drill down and see what that's coming from.
What life causes are making that happen,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What is your definition of smart growth, and what is your general philosophy on the growth currently happening in Statesville?
I think smart growth has to be, you have to have input from the citizens. Statesville's a business. The citizens are the employees. I'm sorry, they're the clients. Mm-hmm. You've got to have input from your clients or you're not going to go anywhere. And I think that smart growth would have to involve, to a certain extent, the citizens. Now, I think, again, with us building outside of the city limits and annexing it, that's not the way to do it. And I think that with citizen engagement, they would agree partly. That again, we need to grow up and not out. I think that, tell me the second part to that question again.
What's your philosophy on the growth currently happening in Statesville?
I think we can do better. And I'm very passionate about workforce development. I think that if we could concentrate on some of our smaller artisan contractors, our plumbers, our HVAC, I think that we could use that resource more. I think that we do have a lot of quality artisan contractors in Statesville. Mm-hmm. And I think rather than these major companies come in and do it as cheaply as possible, I think that we could embrace, again, our workforce and partner with these developers to create, if you use local workforce, mm-hmm, those tax dollars stay in Statesville.
Okay. All right. As a council member, how will you go about working with your peers, the other council members and the mayor, to get things done?
I think that's just my sparkling personality. I love working with people. I love Ask the Ladies in my office. I love a good debate, but you've got to remain civil. And I think that's where a lot of things have either not gotten done in the past, or it's very controversial. I work, I'm tooting my own horn. I work very well with people, whether it be clients, whether it be staff, whether it be my business partners. So we've got, right now, after the expansion and the merger, we have 6 business partners. Do we agree on everything? Absolutely not. No, we come from all walks of life, young, old. It's just it's a wild demographic, but I truly believe that I can take my opinion hat off and listen to reason. And I think as long as we can all reason with each other, I think we'll be very successful.
Okay. Last question. How important is investing in quality of life improvements such as parks, greenways, and sidewalks for our existing residents and for attracting new residents to Statesville?
I think that is an understatement to say it is extremely important. I was actually, before my dad drugged me into the insurance business, kicking and screaming, I was a Parks and Tourism Recreation major at East Carolina. So parks are absolutely, are they going to drive somebody to move to Statesville if they're coming because of a job anyway, or are they going to choose Mooresville over Statesville because it's closer or they have better parks? Maybe, maybe not. But once you're here, once we attract that talent, you have to have those amenities to keep people. So Parks and Rec is a passion of mine. And I think that Richard is doing a really good job right now. When we go around and look at some of the parks that we have, the new parks, the parks that have been rehabbed, do we have opportunity to grow in other places? Absolutely. And I would love, again, without seeing behind the curtain, you can look at budget, but the deals that go on behind the curtain to see where we're putting parks and how much we're spending on parks, I would love to put an emphasis on the Parks Department. Now, I think they're doing an incredible job. The facilities they have, they're top notch. I think we could do more, though.
Okay. All right. Is there anything you would like to share with the voters one last time? Yeah.
Again, I'm Alex Walker. I've lived in Statesville all my life. I have blood, sweat, and tears in this community. Between 11 years on the Downtown Statesville Development Committee, I spent many years on the Chamber Board, Carolina Balloon Fest. I think 10 years there setting up and tearing down for Balloon Fest, setting up and tearing down for Pumpkin Fest. I literally, downtown and Statesville is my home. And I hope that I see you at the polls come October 16th for early voting, November 4th for voting day. And I ask for your vote for Alex Walker, City of Statesville, Ward 5.
Thanks so much for your time today. It's great to see you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.